Hi, friends. Coach Lauren Lewis, certified personal trainer and health educator, and your online fitness coach. Today, I would like to talk to you about 3 rules that I personally follow to improve my nutrition/diet. It's 3 rules that I've been doing for quite some time, and I would like to share them with you. Rule number 1. I always pack a lunch. I always pack food to go to work. I have done this for a really long time now. Back when I was a young professional in my 20s, I went out to eat all the time though. So I didn't really start packing a lunch and bringing my own food to work until maybe into my 30s. But this is really important because it keeps you on track. And when you think about going out to eat all the time, you're not able to control portions necessarily, or what extra additional things they're using to cook the stuff in. Not to say that you can't eat healthy going out, but it's going to be difficult. Also, we could talk about financial health. It's expensive. So it really does help to prepare and have your own lunches for the week. And that's what I do. So lately I've been making this salad, and let's make the salad. I don't know why I'm trying to do a cooking channel at the same time. I am by no means a cook, like at all. So like even now, I'm having a hard time opening this up. I like easy things to put together, especially for my lunch. Now, when I go to work, I do also bring my breakfast. So depending on how your day is set up, bring all the food that you need. So I don't eat breakfast until I get into the office because I'm not hungry first thing in the morning, and I'm not going to force myself to eat a breakfast. But by the time I get to work, I'm ready for something to eat. So I'll make a little breakfast, and then I've been making this salad for my lunches. The idea of just having your food at work keeps you prepared for anything. The worst is when you're at work and things get really busy and you have no food. And it's like, I'm either not going to eat, and that's not going to be great. I'm going to feel not so good if I don't eat at all during the day. And then the other thing that happens is you do go out and it's just something quick and maybe fast food and not so healthy for you. This is organic Italian salad blend. It's from a local farm here in Arizona. So you don't have to find anything local, but it's just like a mixed field greens type of salad. Any kind of lettuce is your base that is good for you. I'm going to dress it up though, because I have found that with salads, I get a little salads are a little blah sometimes. I'm not suggesting that all you need to eat is salads to be a healthy person. I know that's been a thing back in the 90s and 80s. It's like, eat that salad and you'll lose weight. Lately, I've just been craving salads, but I load it up with really good things so it keeps me full as well. So I've got the salad as my base. I did get a full rotisserie chicken already cooked at the store, and then I just tore it apart and shredded it. And so I'm going to put some shredded chicken on the top of my salad. And this is what I'm talking about. You're now adding this protein to it, and that's going to be more filling of a salad. So super simple. I didn't make the chicken. Obviously, you can make the chicken yourself. You can do Instapot chicken, shredded chicken. Now, if you're, vegetarian, vegan, beans can be a good substitute on top of this. The other thing I like to add on top lately is some roasted sweet potatoes that have been already diced. So I shop at Sprouts, and because it's the closest to our house. So and I think at pretty much any grocery store though, you're already going to get prepared diced sweet potatoes if you don't feel like peeling and chopping yourself. But you can, work on those knife skills. So what I do is just roast the diced sweet potatoes in the oven with salt and pepper and olive oil. Pretty basic. Got the chicken, got the sweet potato, on top. Now I'm gonna add cherry tomatoes, which I absolutely have been loving. Sometimes I'm not a tomato person. I just cut them in half. I already did that. Sometimes I skip the tomatoes, if it's on something, I kind of bypass the tomatoes, and my husband's like, you didn't eat your tomatoes. Lately though, I've been really into these cherry tomatoes. They've been really good. Okay, so got everything on top. I'm gonna add, I forgot, I have cucumbers. I've been adding either radishes. This week I have some leftover cucumbers sliced up, so I'm gonna add some cucumbers to this for that nice crunch. I like to put this all in like a little Tupperware for when I'm going to the office, because you can even shake it up and get it all nice and mixed up. So that's really convenient. Good. Okay, so I teach this like I teach a fitness class. Good. Got the cucumbers on? Good. Next thing. All right, the next thing is the feta. So I love some crumbled feta over the top of this. This has been really tasty. I don't know. It's just got it's good. I like it. So just a little bit of feta crumbled over the top. Gotta make sound effects, I will cut some of this out. Put as much as you want on, honey. Load it up. I'm making myself laugh. Okay, that's enough feta. Lady, that's enough feta. Okay, now I'm making myself laugh. Oh gosh, get it together. I need to get a sip of coffee. We're still on rule number 1, you guys, of packing your lunch, and I wanted to show you an example of what you could pack is this awesome salad. Okay, I'm not done. I got some things to sprinkle on top to give it a little more, to boost it. Lastly, a couple of things I do. I don't buy dressing normally, so I just use olive oil. Because I find that when I buy dressing, I don't use it, and then it sits in the fridge, and anyway, but I use a lot of olive oil. I do like to do a dash of sea salt. Don't go crazy, because this can go a long way. But tomatoes, cucumbers is pretty tasty with some salt on it. But the feta also gives you a little salt. I like some black pepper as well, so I'll give a couple little. It just looks nice too. This looks nice. For someone that does not cook, this is very, is that a thing anymore? Pinterest worthy, very Instagram worthy. Okay, and then before I put on the olive oil, the last thing I'm gonna put on here is, says it's poultry seasoning, but all it is basil, rosemary, sage, marjoram, thyme, and oregano. And it's just all those fun herbs. And I found that this alone makes my salad stand out more. So who knew, Who knew? Herbs are amazing. So some of you might be going, yeah, duh. So I sprinkle on a little bit of that. So to play around with your herbs, you can get basil, thyme, rosemary, whatever is speaking to you. It smells good too. This is looking so pretty. I'm really proud of this. Okay, and then the last thing is the olive oil. So I don't go crazy, just enough for it to, coat everything. And when I shake it up and when it gets shakes around, when I'm heading over to work and walking into work, it's gonna all be nice and mixed together. Now I will say, this for lunch, and I also bring some cut fruit for work to snack on, like grapes. This and that, fills me up. It's good. It has me last till dinner for sure. Like, I don't find myself wanting to snack. So that's actually going to lead us into rule number 2. Don't spill it. Rule number 2 is do not partake in office goodies and treats and snacks. Yeah, I'm serious about that one. I do not partake in anything in the office that somebody brings in, like someone brings in donuts, somebody brings in store-bought cookies, somebody's birthday. I don't want to talk about a previous employer, but I felt like there was always a birthday in the office. And I think that was the culture, and that's cool and that's great. And of course, they'd have to have a big cake there. And we would all go, as you know, and to the break room to sing happy birthday. It was very The Office, if you know that show. And the cake is all there. And we would sing happy birthday, and then I'm like, I'm out. I don't want any cake. And people got offended. At least that's the vibe I got. They're like, you're not going to have cake? No. So I've always say no to stuff at the office. Do you have somebody that's nearby that has a candy dish on their desk? Do they have a little stash in their drawer under their desk that you're aware of? Yeah. Stop it. Don't do it. Just get away from it. Now, am I telling you to never have treats? No. My rule is I have treats on my own time. I have treats on the weekend with my husband. We buy maybe a cookie to have at home after dinner, but I don't do it in the office. So that's my rule. I'm sticking to it. You can tell me in the comments what you think about that one, and maybe share some stories yourself about people pushing food on you at work. That's a whole other video that we can go into, is office culture and food in the workplace, and how you're supposed to partake, or you're like weird if you don't. So that's been a rule of mine forever, and I will always stick with it. Okay, rule number 3, my final rule. And again, these are rules to help improve your nutrition or your diet. I do not, as I'm sitting here drinking a cup of coffee, I do not get a lot of calories from drinking liquids. So I do not drink any soda. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink Starbucks drinks, milkshake type things. I don't drink any alcohol ever. I cut that out completely. I don't drink any soda ever. Maybe once in a while I'll get a milkshake. The coffee I have here, it's definitely not Starbucks. It's coffee I make at home. I put a little bit of heavy cream in it and a little bit of raw honey to sweeten it. And that's as much calories as I'm going to drink in a day. But if you are into soda, alcohol, Gatorade, and you're not a pro athlete sweating your butt off and, actually using the sport drink to play sports, you should probably stop drinking it. That's a hard, fast rule for me. I wasn't always like that. I grew up drinking soda. I stopped drinking soda back in my 20s maybe when I was 18, 19, actually, when I was in college. I stopped drinking soda. I don't know what it was. I just one day woke up and said, I don't want to drink soda anymore. And it made a huge improvement in my overall health. Same with alcohol. I woke up one day and said, I'm not going to drink anymore. It doesn't do anything for me. It's not healthy for me. I'm done. And I'm happy to talk more about alcohol down the road in another video, because I think it's important to kind of look at what things that you are holding on to for whatever reason that is not the most beneficial. So yes, that is my third and final rule that I do not deviate from, that I've been practicing for a very long time, is I do not drink my calories. So when you talk about drinking your calories, they're empty calories. They're not helping you in any way. Calories is a unit, or a calorie is a unit of energy. And so yes, maybe that sugar drink gives you a boost of energy, but it's not the best quality of calorie. So that's where I'm saying, like, the salad I just made obviously has calories made up of it, but you're also getting a lot of nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and it's more beneficial to take in. It's better energy for you versus a Dr. Pepper. So those are my 3 rules to start doing if you want to improve your diet and nutrition. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions, or if you have any fun stories about rule number 2. Remember, people pushing food on you at the office. And I will see you next time. Okay, Bye. Love you.